Hey, what's going on, good people? How we doing? How we feeling? How everything going? It's your dog Tidy checking in with a video. Yo, I know it's been a moment since we checked in on the channel, but we are here, and I wanted to do a reaction about a video that I saw Cam Newton put out. Former Carolina Panthers, former MVP Cam Newton put out about Kirk Cousins and also the Atlanta Falcons that really piqued my interest. So I want to come on and do a live reaction. Well, I guess this isn't a live reaction, but do a reaction and talk through it. There is still a lot of stuff, a lot of reports, rumors, innuendos going on about Kirk Cousins and the Falcons, especially since the last time that I had opportunity to be on the channel. I think the last that I heard was Kirk did not want to exercise his well, he is exercising his trade clause at the time being. He doesn't want to be caught off guard or quote unquote backdoor, similar to what happened on draft night with the Atlanta Falcons and Michael Penix. So the last I heard, that was kind of last Kirk Cousins news, and it seemed like every 2 days something different is coming out. But I guess we're gonna have to get used to that until a decision is made one way or the other with Mr. Kirk Cousins. But again, I wanted to come on and talk about something that Cam Newton brought up on his podcast / YouTube channel, Fourth and One. And I'm gonna put the description and the link also. Y'all make sure to check out Cam Newton. He puts on a great show. He has a very entertaining podcast, and I thoroughly enjoyed a lot. So I wanted to come on and talk about that also here on this video. And so let's get started on that. I'm going to bring that up, and we're going to look at this here together. This is Cam Newton speaking on the Atlanta Falcons and also Kirk Cousins.
But just this is the number that's crazy. Kirk Cousins has made nearly the same career earnings as Tom Brady. Tom Brady had in 23 seasons has made $332.9 million. Kirk Cousins in 13 seasons has made $331.6 million.
Wow, that's already crazy. He's made the same amount of money as Brady. Now, I'm not ignorant to the fact that Tom Brady started playing right at the start of the 2000s, and Kirk is still playing in 2025. So, of course, there's a difference financially in what quarterbacks would make it, but still, Tom Brady played almost 25 years of football. And I think Kirk Cousins is going into year 13. Tom Brady think about this. Tom Brady has more Super Bowls. We're not going to even say playoff wins, but Brady has more Super Bowls than Kirk Cousins has playoff victories. Shout out to Kirk Cousins' agent, because he is definitely the GOAT. Kirk Cousins, your agent deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, my guy.
None of the rings, not the same career, and he got that money.
Have I ever faltered with what I said about Kirk Cousins?
You just said he wasn't worth the money that they gave him.
He wasn't.
And
now I'm going to give Cam Newton credit. The moment Kirk signed with Atlanta, Cam was one of the more vocal name brand personalities that were saying this is a terrible idea. The Falcons should not do this. He was very vocal about it, and he was consistent in his criticism that this was a bad contract for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think we actually covered that on the show, or we covered it in the Facebook group about his constant criticism of the Falcons signing Kirk Cousins to the kind of money that he got signed to.
Now that he's a backup,
but
to Michael
people
Penix,
are gonna say, Cam, look,
you
dog,
hate. That's what they're gonna say.
Like, you mad that you just not in? No, dog. Like, I'm fine with where I'm at. I'm just trying to put you nincompoop.
Nincompoop. I hadn't heard that word nincompoop in a long time. But yeah, there were some people that were saying that Cam was just quote unquote hating or because he's not in the situation that Kirk Cousins is. You know, he's not the quarterback of the Falcons, because I know at one point Cam was saying that they could have signed him and Michael Vick for the kind of money that Kirk Cousins ended up getting. And now, full transparency, I do think there was a certain part of Cam that did want to play for his home city, Atlanta. Um, and I'm not saying that was his overriding reason for the criticism, but I think some of that was there. And that, to me, that's only natural. You know, Cam Newton has always been proud of being a, you know, Atlanta native, and you know, I'm sure he probably grew up, you know, watching Falcons football, and you know, I think most of us, you know, if we were a a high school superstar quarterback, and you know, did big things at college, national championship and Heisman Award, I think most people, if you were in that situation, would have some kind of aspiration to one day play for the city that, you know, molded you, raised you, you know. So, you know, I can understand that.
On the mentality of a football player,
Yeah.
like what goes through the brain.
Yeah.
The Falcons was desperate when they went out to get an already injured Kirk Cousins to bring him on. When the cat got out the hat, he started off early, but teams didn't know what and how to plan for.
So what's the
Falcons.
best option though for
They're
Yeah, in hindsight, it definitely was some desperation there.
fucked.
But with this,
They're fucked.
But this in this market where you need a quarterback, you need
They're
a
not
veteran.
going, man.
You don't think nobody come to get Kirk Cousins?
No, they're not. They're not.
Because of the price tag?
The price tag and the production.
Okay, so Cam says he doesn't think anybody's going to come get Kirk. In other words, he doesn't think a team is going to trade for Kirk, which is interesting because, you know, according to those, you know, reports again, or maybe we should call them rumors, you know, there has been some type of interest or calls made regarding Kirk Cousins. So, again, we'll have to see how that plays out, but y'all let me know in the comments. Do you think there's going to be a team willing to trade for Kirk Cousins, and also, you know, give him $27.5 million, which is, you know, his base salary here in 2025? Let me know in the comment section.
Like Kirk Cousins was playing hurt last year. That's what people don't realize. And the cat has been out. Kirk Cousins has severe arm strength issues. And for people who don't know, Mercedes-Benz Stadium is insulated. It's a dome.
So I ain't no wind.
So it's no wind. It's no, like, where are you going to send them to? Yeah, the New York Jets? That's cold. Understand where he's played. And early on in his career, he played in Washington. That was a fresh Kirk Cousins. Now he went to Minnesota, which was also insulated. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Arm strength issues.
So he's saying that at this current phase or this current stage of Kirk Cousins' career, he has, to quote Cam Newton, severe arm strength issues. And he had the luxury or benefit this past season of playing in a insulated dome, climate control. You know, you go in the dome, you're going to be sitting anywhere. It's going to be, there's never going to be bad weather. But it's going to be probably anywhere from 69 to 74 degrees. I don't know, but it's never going to be too hot, never going to be too cold. Pretty much what Cam is trying to say is, if he has severe arm strength issues in the comfortable confines of a modern day stadium / dome like Mercedes-Benz Stadium, imagine what it would be like in a place like Cleveland or New York, as he mentioned with the Jets. So he's just adding on to his point of another team not wanting to come get a old guy who has arm strength issues at his age that was apparent on film this past season in 2024.
Now you come into a situation where now it's the Falcons still. It's controlled environment. Where you going to send them to? Like, Kirk Cousins has no trade value outside of another team that wants to feel desperate to say, like, hey, we're going to send him to Pittsburgh. Think about it here. Think about it. Aaron Rodgers will always be a premier thought because his arm strength is still his greatest skill.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, that was the issue with Cam. It's like, yo, he's banged up. Like his shoulder, can he still throw the football?
There was a lot of question about Cam. You know, once that shoulder started getting banged up and he started getting somewhat consistently injured, he became a major question mark.
Kirk Cousins is in that same type of situation. It's like, yo, can he still push the ball downfield?
Push the ball downfield. I do want to say this. On this channel, you know, we have what we call film sessions where we'll go back and we'll look at the film and, you know, give our opinions and our thoughts and our perspectives. There have been multiple times where we looked at film on this channel and you had a guy open down the field, most notably that I can recall that really sticks out in my mind right now. I forget what game it was, and I actually planned to look it up and show it to you on this recording right here, but I got lazy. But anyway, Ray McCloud was wide open. It would have been a deep ball throw. You know, Kurt was going to have to probably at least throw it anywhere from probably 30, 35 yards, but he was wide open. Touchdown if Kirk Cousins hits him. But instead, he took an underneath route with Drake London for about 12 to 15 yards. So that speaks to some of what Cam Newton is saying here.
So even, let's just say, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Or the New York Giants.
Wait, they just signed Russell Wilson, I think, today. So you can take the New York Giants off the table.
Malik Neighbors, bro, ain't the guy that just want to catch slants all fucking day. The DB who's guarding Malik Neighbors knows it's like, bro, your quarterback is limited throwing power. No. Right? Receivers know, bro, we got to push the ball down the field because these cornerbacks, these defenders are going to start sitting heavy on short intermediate routes.
But for them to keep him, though, that means they don't believe in Penix. Can you say that? Like,
no, you can't say that. For them to keep him, they're fucked. That's a blunder from the executive office. That's a blunder from the GM. They was never supposed to go out and spend that type of money on fucking Kirk Cousins. Truth be told.
He had
Cam banging us. Cam is banging on the Falcons right here.
That fuck him up.
Calling you out, Terry Fontenot. He said you was never supposed to go out there and spend that kind of money on a 35-year-old guy coming off an Achilles injury, giving him $100 million guaranteed. So Cam is in his bag right now.
A few games that he balled out.
That was early.
And then
when the film starts to catch up, word to CJ Stroud, word to Jaden Daniels, word to these quarterbacks that come and they start identify how do we attack this team. Once we start seeing film, okay, this is how you start to beat the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Is because they're limited with pushing the ball downfield.
That boy Penix got an arm on him.
Come on, he's fresh.
Yeah.
He got the young boy arm.
Yeah.
He got the old boy arm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that old money too.
Yeah, he do got
so he got over. So shout out to his agent.
Yeah.
He got paid. And if you want to get rid of him, you got to pay him. But that's a squander in the office.
Yeah.
And that's why I've always said, like I've been on this type of train for the last really 18 months. We got to start holding GMs and head coaches or whoever's the decision makers of these teams to a higher standard.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that Kirk Cousins is a bad player. Kirk Cousins is a person that was bought in a desperate situation. You never, ever, 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 ever spend that much money in free agency on a quarterback and then go back into the draft and spend a top 10 pick on a quarterback.
Yeah.
I got to stop it right there because Cam Newton just said something that a lot of you, some of the crew who come up on the panel on some of the live shows that we do, have been saying, you know, since we made these decisions regarding Penix and also Kirk Cousins. You know, there have been some of you that are saying, look, you don't do that. You don't give Kirk $100 million for 2 years and then you go take another quarterback in the top 8 of the draft, the top 10 of the draft, which the Atlanta Falcons did. So Cam Newton is agreeing with some of you who have had that opinion, you know, since this has transpired. You know, I know a few of you told me, hey, Tyler, man, listen, you either do one or you do the other. You know, some of you have said, look, I ain't got no problems with Penix. I didn't have a problem with Kirk. But you got to go one way. You can't go both ways. If you're going with Kirk, you get Kirk. You know, you dedicated to Kirk. You don't go draft the Michael Penix. Or if you're going to say, no, I'm going to bypass on Kirk, you're going to go with Penix, you stay with Penix and you build a team around Penix. So, you know, props to everybody who did have that opinion. You do have at least one former MVP quarterback who played in the Super Bowl that does agree with you.
That has never, ever, ever, ever happened before.
Yeah.
Ever. And then mid-season, you take that franchise pay that you paid a quarterback and you, hey, my boy, come here real quick. No. You good. Come here. No. Come here. Penix, go. Hey, no. Come here. Go. Just chill right here. Yeah, you good. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Keep it moving.
Yeah. Hold on. Give him the play. Hold on. Yeah, come talk to me real quick. Yeah. It's okay, bro. You're rich.
You still getting paid.
You're getting paid.
But he wants to play though. He don't want to be in Atlanta. He want to go somewhere and play. But we all do, I guess.
Me too.
Oh, okay. I was like, me too. He dead serious. Look how he looking right in the camera like, I want to play too. Like, bro, I'm not even older than Kirk Cousins. And my ass is I'm now doing podcasts on YouTube. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but he's just pretty much saying, like, hey, I want to play too. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready to get out the game when I eventually left the game.
Me too. I want to play too.
That's real.
But guess what?
Yeah.
Fuck. Hey, bro.
Hey.
Life ain't fair, dog.
Life ain't fair, dog. But
Bro,
you got paid though. Hey.
But you got a fucking shitload of money.
You
those
get paid
tears,
like a champion.
those tears that you crying are being wiped by Benjamins.
Good God Almighty. Fresh ones too.
Like, I'm trying to take.
All right, y'all. So we'll go ahead and we'll stop it right there. Again, that was Cam Newton giving his opinion on the Atlanta Falcons. You know, continuing his opinion on the Atlanta Falcons signing Kirk Cousins and how that affected the team, and you know, pointing a lot of fingers at the front office, specifically Terry Fontenot. So you know, like, y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you think about, you know, what Cam Newton's opinion? Do you agree with Cam Newton? Do you disagree with Cam Newton? Do you agree with some things he said, and do you disagree with some things you said? Make sure to let me know in the comment section, and you know, let's finish this, you know, conversation in the comments. So, you know, I'm interested to read y'all thoughts. Appreciate your time, and then we're about to get out of here. See you next time. Go on.